tend to think of points as being the simplest expression in geometry. All other geometrical forms are made up of points. And so, the point must be the simplest. But in fact, the point is the most complex shape in geometry. And I can demonstrate this pretty easily. If you take a point and then you take many points and say you have a line, you can then take multiple lines that all close off an area, and that gives you a polygon. If you take 4 polygons, like 4 triangles, then you get a 3-dimensional object, right? So each of these things uses points to make itself up, and the simplest enclosed space polygon is a triangle because it just uses 3 of those simple lines made of simple points to create itself. But what is more complex than a triangle? Well, if a triangle has 3 vertexes and a square can be made of 2 triangles, essentially, and a square has 4 vertexes, and a pentagon has 5 vertexes, hexagon has 6 vertexes, right? Maybe that's like an octagon. As we keep adding vertexes, we're using the simpler previous objects and iterating on them and making them more complex. So more vertexes means more complexity. And it also means that you're smoothing out the line curving around the center of that polygon. Like a square is like this, but if you have like 20 sides to a polygon, it's going to be a lot smoother, a lot more like this, which reminds you of what? Well, a circle. A circle is essentially an infinite number of vertexes in a polygon. But the thing about a circle is it is indistinguishable from a point. And why is that? Well, because all circles are essentially the same except for size. If you change anything about the dimensions of a circle except for its size, it stops being a circle. And what is the only real quality of circles then, since they have that same curvature, it's almost like they're just a single line, is they have an outside and an inside. But so does any given point. So the least complex thing is the most complex thing.